recommend that. It's a good book. There's 3 books in there. Darth Vader has got no testicles. No testicles. Or at best, he's got 1 bollock. How do you start with something like that? Just from, look, Darth Vader has got no testicles. And through all the films, when you've watched him and you look at him and he's dressed in black and he's the Dark Lord, the big daddy, dog's bollocks, big bollocks. He hasn't got any bollocks. It's all illusion. He's been given a Darth Vader voice that sounds like that, because he sounds a bit more like Michael Jackson or something, because he hasn't got the proper testosterone anymore. He hasn't got his testicles. He lost them on the battle with his master. Obi-Wan Kenobi chops his arms and legs off because his master would not give him the high ground. He took the high ground, he thought he knew better, and then he rolls on his chest, bollock first, towards a stream of lava, which is 1,200 degrees Celsius. So, literally, his arse, his gooch, and his bollocks are beating, and his testicles, yes. His anus, all of that part of his body, his stumps, what is left of him is just cooking alive. And then he breaks into flames, bursts into flames, and yeah, the first thing to burn. Think of a pig roast and scratchings, and you know the pork rind. You know, that hard stuff that cooks. Well, that's for like normal skin. That's the normal skin of the animal, with the fat is stuck to it, and then the muscle is stuck to it. Now think of a bollock sac, a testicular, a scrotum. That's very thin. There's no tissue under there. There's no muscle and substance and meat on that. That's going. The flame takes that, and whatever's left underneath, it's just two gonads, zygotes. Your wilges are overly baked. They're char cooked. They're gone. They're useless. Because you're in 1,200 degrees Celsius. So that bloke has got no testicles. And in that book I've mentioned, Matt Stover, who wrote the novelisation of the film, which is much better than, you know, the film for content, and James Luceno's sequel to that book, which is called The Dark Lord, and it's about him, his first sort of years in the suit and everything. It explains a lot. So you're reading between the lines, you can see the necrotic flesh was removed. He's being given hormones. He's all in what's left of his welt has got a catheter in there for his piss, and there's something to collect loose stools from the bowels for hard waste. I mean, seriously, he's got more help and medical support than a nursing home. Darth Vader is a mess. He's made to look like a threat because he's got to lead the Empire, so he's got to look the part. They give him a fake crotch like Henry VIII did. Henry VIII could have had a tiny penis, but they made him look like he had a big, called it a cod piece to make him look more royal and manly. Well, I did that with Anakin Skywalker as Darth Vader. He's got his Darth cod piece going on. He might have had 1 bollock that survived, 1 bollock, but who knows? It's unlikely. When you're a kid and you watch Return of the Jedi and Star Wars, and you realise he's a dad, you just think he's got his meat and 2 veg because he's made children. He's successfully, well, that was before the accident. It's a different way of looking at things now, because when he's like having his lightsaber duels and he's walking around and everyone's terrified of him, he's got no balls. He's got no balls. It's all a farce. So in the future, he's like, let me test this carbonite chamber on Han Solo. His daughter's there. He don't know it's his daughter yet. She already hates him. She's going to hate him more when she sees her partner lowered into the carbonite chamber. So he goes down, turns on. And did he survive? He shouldn't have survived. That would have killed him. Why? Because extremely super freezing cold temperatures freeze up the outside of the body immediately, like this face. It's all solid and expanding. It all expands. The eyes, they just like burst, splinter out. You know, this person, just the outside of the body, would become greatly unrecognisable. And then slowly the body starts to twist and turn, because inside the body is warmer. It's warm, so you've got warmth, cold, and it's all expanding and twisting. And it'll look like a horror film when they lift him out, and she will go tapped. She'll get PTSD, hate Darth Vader even more, and she'll scream her tits off, staring at this deformed, destroyed, burst open, horrific, agonising looking death as well. And Darth Vader will be like, well, maybe we shouldn't put Luke Skywalker in there after all.